Can't tell if I fixed it or not. All right, did it fix it? God, I can't get up the fucking steps. May I please get up the freaking steps? Shit, 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 shit. Mm. Okay, you know that ramp that goes down there down the hill? Check on that ramp. There's one right there. I got the last one. Why do we need all this freaking high grade platinum? Why? Oh shit. I'm glad we left when we did. Hey. Yeah. Hey, little Miss Hot and Bothered. I know, you gotta make her fucking 2 o'clock goddamn coffee. No wonder she's got sleeping problems. She ain't got sleep apnea. She's got a caffeine addiction that's fucked her damn sleep cycle up. Duh. Oh, I mean, give me a pot of coffee, I'll pour it in her head, then it really would be a burn. So how'd the phone call go? You're lying. No, you're not. You're lying. The tone that you're using is hinting at it was more than just a normal phone call. Okay. When you got a track record almost worse than mine, even I get concerned. When you have a track record that's almost worse than mine, eh, even I get concerned. Okay. Okay. You got almost catfished in this, what was it, a span of less than 6 months to almost doing a threesome with another person. And then you had to blatantly tell them multiple fucking times, even though it's part of your freaking bio, like, hey, if you're a dude, Cool, but I don't give a damn. I'm not. That's you don't want pangas. You want fillets. You want veal. You want veal meat, not ground beef. Can you tell him? No, I said no. Yeah, almost. And or only reason using catfish because like specifically that last time, like that was a dude. Like, but yet acting like a chick. I never have. No, mm-mm. No, it's opposite. Yeah, it's called being a fucking predator. I might be wrong in the head, but this motherfucker's got standards. I don't like jail. Jail sucks. A visual thing. The idea, not the individual. um, Personally, if you were to ask me in late, dig a hole non-suspiciously at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're not going to ask goddamn questions. We're just going to go, okay, who's driving the backhoe? That's a plus. That's a plus. I came backpedal. Okay, how short are we talking? 5 foot, 5 foot, 4'9". So what you're saying is she's barely below my sternum. Chin. Like I can casually just like rest my chin and it wouldn't really bother either one of us. That level. And you passive as fuck. You're passive as fuck. Submissive, passive, same thing. But if you had to choose between the two, which one would you be more frequent? I'm s- I'm sorry. It's hard for me to be intimidated by someone who I have to look down to. Like not like a little down, looking down doesn't bother me. Well, then I'll be looking up. I mean, if you got to resort to that method, we need to have other discussions. She might also be nervous as well. So that's, I mean, on top of that, I understand that with women who are getting close to that age of 40, it seems like y'all's ego about appearances start to really show, as in not like very self destructive. Understandably. Okay, yeah, that's her fault. No contest. You're in the cleaning that department. You're cleaning that department. I mean, yeah, as in like you weren't the one here initiated. I can taste it. What if y'all decide to, meet up in person? I would say do it in the most smallest way, like over lunch. Something that has like it doesn't have any meaning behind it. I didn't have that. Well, I have. Okay, no, I won't go to Texas Roadhouse for three reasons. Mo- See, I've had the opposite effect, and that's because the person I was curious about, her parents had raised her to be vegan. So, like, the thought of eating meat. Needless to say, I may have accidentally started some shit in the family just because I was curious about an individual. Because now that person will only eat meat. Well, that's what her parents lied to her about, saying like, "Oh, you had me before, but you kept vomiting it up." Come to find out, no, she didn't. Not saying you're doing that same thing, but like that's how manipulative her parents were. That's kind of why I got the hell away from her because I started noticing the manipulation. I know, I know. Like with you, I can tell. Like this is like not. You can kind of tell when someone's been fed a lie versus experiencing truth. Where you've experienced truth, I felt go through it. Hmm. And people don't know realize that how much a lot of people in Hollywood actually died. It wasn't overdose. It was simply they went to go take a nap on the couch and didn't realize it was the forever nap. Unless you have a genetic defect, which there so your body can cold shock you into waking up if you're like in the midst of regurgitation. And that's how it's supposed to work. Doesn't and it's due to the theory is that back when humanity was living in caves, insects were crawling in our mouths and yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of like why that's supposed to happen. But it's kind of like pinky fingers, like roughly, I think it's like they said, like the next 10,000 years, humans are going to lose our pinky fingers simply because we don't use it anymore. Kind of weird. Oh, and keto, yeah. Uh, you're referring to the Yakuza's punishment. Mhm. So the way the Yakuza's punished, like say example, you fucked up. They don't take the whole finger. They take the first, I guess, like bendy piece of the finger, and start from the pinky finger, and then work the way. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. It's referring to the muscle group. Oh yeah, carpal tunnel is fun. I got lucky, and they were able to fix it without surgery. Mine was due to my own stupidity. I mean, you had to accept it. That's no. That's another thing that's going to be disappearing in the human genetics is supposedly the male gene. Yeah, and about anywhere between 500 to a million years is when it's estimated that the male gene is going to be completely removed, and that's due and it's due to how they figured out was based off of like birth, like what's most common, and we're noticing that it's a very subtle decrease per generation. And there's a lot of theories as what's causing it. One of them being, what do you know, birth control pills, as in the water treatment plants don't remove the excess estrogen out, which since the male body is hyper or absorbent of it, we're passing it on, and that's what's dictating the X or Y. In other words, we're fucking humanity's fucking ourselves because we're thinking, oh, magic pill, no children, instead of like, hey, how about not fucking around? Tell that to the Scots. And they don't wear pants. Look, I will wear a kilt. Um Historically, yes, modern no. As they say, yeah, what I'm saying, like the host, like if they're going by their traditions, yeah. But as I had a transfer student in my senior year, I had to ask, and they go, wintertime in Scotland sucks. Everything wants to bunch up in the wrong places, and it's too fucking cold. I'm like, have you heard of pants? He goes, yeah, and I'd rather have freedom of motion. I don't like being constricted. See, I can no longer do that because they're building a fucking HOA out literally across the street from me. Hey, Soul. Oh, Major. Okay, in my defense, Soul uses that same soundboard when he enters any. Look, gaggle fuck. Major, take care of your child. Ah! There he is. Oh, that's enough. Do you want me to go see if Mama Bear is available? I was remember Thursdays we use my D&D night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, now. Yeah. You're referring to, yeah, remember D&D usually goes on our normal times is what was it, 3 o'clock now? Yeah. Oh, if you actually try to call me, that's a different story. I could not answer that because my phone was fucking dead and I didn't know about it. I mean, do I have to summon Decageddon again? Decageddon? Duck Armageddon? Where I literally was spamming the fuck out of you with ducks. That's a singular duck on repeat. Where you're hyper as hell because you're getting physical contact attention. Yes. Yet. I'm wishing you I'm wishing you luck at this point. Dear God. Ah, perfect time to make brand new mistakes. Oh, this is gonna be interesting then. Oh, what? She a swinger? That's kind of the same shtick. In other words, the person that you're potentially replacing was a complete and utter fucktwad. Right. Sure. I mean, there's a way for me to be like that if it was a prior argument that had pushed me to the point where I am emotionally numbed out. I sound like he might have been under the influence of a substance, whether it be alcohol or narcotic. Mm-hmm. Been down that road before. I've never been like that. Mm-mm. Then he's social. Psychopaths have an issue with communing or true comprehension of emotions. So, but social, however, stops it. His grandmother. Mm-mm. No, there's a lot of us out here, but the problem is, as a general whole, we've had to go silent because we're tired of actually trying giving a fuck, and then the moment we are at the most vulnerable, we get fucking betrayed, stabs. We're like, okay, what to do at this point? So most of us either A, give up, B, become the guys that we don't like, or 3. Suicide. 1 to 3. Yeah. Or option 4. Yeah. Perfectly perfectly put together. Maybe. You no, I don't want to hear see the freaking stats. Where's that one? Hey, I just pinged her. Hmm. There she is. I what you getting? What you getting? Uh 20 series graphics card and hold on, AMD or Intel? 'Woo! That bitch is old. I mean, no, that was CPU. 7003 XD. No, it's not. That's actually pretty small. That's small. 50. No, no, none of that's bad. 32 gigabyte. I'm hoping that's RAM. Two TB. Oh, what the fuck? Did you yank that son bitch out of a laptop? Sorry for interrupting, but did you yank that son bitch out of a laptop? No. That's 2005 or 2010s. It gets worse. Don't worry, Bright. You're not alone. Blaze is in the same ballpark with you right now. I. You'd be surprised. Do you have a foot? Then how do you walk if you don't have a foot? You just like crawl and hobble all over the ground? I'm good. I don't want. I don't want to. I don't want to see your glitter dong. Yeah, it's, see, that's Legion's case. So, tell you how much you can upgrade. Ah. No, you don't. That word doesn't exist anymore until AI companies fuck off the RAM sticks. So she would have to swap Momos. Yeah. Which means she'll have to swap out the Momo if she wants to go from 32 to 64, which ain't that expensive of an upgrade. It just comes down to the form factor that's PC can actually hang to, which looks like that would be a micro ITX ATX. Yeah, yeah. So it might have some bottlenecking. Oh, oh, that's because you can do They found that if you so this is started showing signs of it, but now it's become more prominent in the 50 series. You can do under wattage. You do have to do some fine tuning, but you can actually get more performance comparable to overclocking, but you got to fine tune it. Oh yeah, just from storage alone, you have currently have less space than I did with my PlayStation 2. No, look, you got two, possibly three tech nerds in the room making sure she's getting a good deal on everything. If she wants to upgrade, meet him to low. Game mode. Gaming mode would be best. Yeah, I would say gaming mode more than performance. Because mm, and listen to I'm not having that problem yet. 3080. No, you don't have none of the above. You got a Kona Matata and Hoda Matata, but that's about it. Huh? Uh, you might want to stretch before you attempt such a feat. Damn. Hey. Hey, dwarves. Hey, dwarves. Calm down. I'll give y'all your cups of meat in a little while. Jesus Christ. On a crutch. What? No. She did. Yes, she did. Or Ursaluna. That's a Pokemon. I'm not kidding now. It's actually a Pokemon. No. Yes. Yeah. Oh, better question is, can your monitor handle it? What's the refresh rate? Oh, okay, let me phrase it. What's its hertz? HRTs. HRTs, HRZs. Um, d- d- let me scroll down to you. Um, Relax. Come natural. Probably that night. One 120. But it's old as fuck. And showing signs that it might, because you don't do PC. They don't have graphics cards. Well, the decent one. One for your console, one for it. You might be still in default. You're gonna bottleneck badly. Send it to me as well, because I might have to replace mine. The 165 for me. I only got a 3080, and I'm waiting for it to PC show signs that need to be replaced before I actually do need a upgrade. Thank you. That's fine. 1440p. That's the same size that I got currently. Yeah. Okay, one sec. Copy link and put it. Hmm. What you mean, Yotan? This ain't Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. Ah. Yep. How many of those are you getting again? badly. It's That's not how it's supposed to work. Mm-hmm. Discord. What's that? If not all the RAM. Mhm. So your best bet to go for is you're gonna have, if you want to keep everything you're gonna have to replace the power supply. That's a must because the current one is not giving your GPU enough juice. I was gonna suggest none. Just like even when you're streaming, low to medium settings, you're gonna have to reduce your bit rate down just so OBS doesn't kill your RAM. Otherwise, if you go like say examples, I know you like playing Fortnite. If you try to do those two simultaneously, you're going to lag to the point where it's just going to turn itself off, and it's because it's going past the uh, power supply usage. Yeah. There is a little loophole you could do, and that is for the time being to cut like how much usage you're going to have to be putting on one machine. You could get a capture card, and 1X still needs a little bit more work before I can fully recommend it. Yeah. Yeah, because they didn't want to leave. They couldn't just continuously update Windows 10. They had to bring out fucking Windows 11 that has more problems than 7. I mean, not 7, 8. Oh, that's Linux. That's Linux based. That's what they're putting on the Steam machine, so they must be pretty damn close. I got. A concern that the current price on RAM is still a good deal. Hey, Albert. That's if it's the traditional water cooling instead of using an AIO. I haven't run into that issue yet. Then again, I used NZXT's AIOs. They're 280 and they're 360 Krakens. Like fans. Nocturnal. Yeah. The only problem is their color choices. Or wood. The highlight reel. I think I would have stabbed him. Damn! They'd stop her. They don't even support them anymore. Yeah, there's still support for that. For now. You're you're gonna have to make an adjustment. I mean, you're gonna have to personally, you're going to have to the whole speed thing alone is gonna be jarring for you. Right. And yanked. That dog been sleeping outside. I want to kill him, but he wanted me sleeping inside. Hmm. He was a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. To bed, maybe. To bed. No. Well, well, a little bit. Let me ask you this question: how come dogs have more laws about them than kids do? Bullshit. Austin, Austin. Change subject because I'm that's gonna make me very opinionated. No, that Pacific one, that line. No, because I can actually point the figure and going, hey, I wonder who's to blame. I mean, do you want a nutcracker? All right. Me. Damn it. Same. I'm labeled as a governmental risk, so that's why I never got those. Uh, that's gonna be a while. Yeah. personally go to PC Part Picker, and then make sure you get like pick the right case because that's going to tell you what kind of limitation it has, and then you go down the list. That's more. That's more than just an upgrade.